Alrighty guys, it is January 24th, it's 9:15 a.m. and we are on the same lake we've been at the past two videos. It was a low of like -6 this morning and didn't feel like trying any new lakes. With this cold weather, it's just hard, and the lakes I want to go to, I'm not going to be able to bring my shack, so figured we'd come to this same lake. We're in the same area, set up along this fish crib. I'm going to pop 2 tube-ups in, and then I'm going to set my shack up right on the edge of this fish crib and jig and try to catch some of these game fish, mainly bass, with the jig pole, hopefully. So we're gonna pop 2 tube-ups in and get fishing. It's overcast right now. It's probably, I don't know, single digits. It really doesn't feel bad out. Really calm. There's light snow coming down. It should be a beautiful day. Stay tuned. All right, guys, we got the shack all set up. Main goal today is catch a bass with the jig pole. I got 2 tube-ups out right now, probably 30 and 40 yards away from the shack. They're about in 20 feet of water right now. This fish crib is in 11-12 feet of water. We're gonna start jigging with this small little hair jig and see if we can get anything to bite, and then probably switch it up from there if we can't get anything to bite. But that fish crib is just to my right here. We're right alongside of it. We're gonna start jigging. Stay tuned. We got a flag. First flag of the day. Not a bad start. Just started jigging. Nothing on it. Minnow's still there. Nothing. That's how it was last week too. A lot of flags, they were just dropping it. And we got another flag up. Same flag. Marking fish down here. Alright, let's go get that flag. Oh, I think it's spinning too. Oh yeah, she's turning. Oh yeah, fish on, baby. And we're snagged on some freaking logs down there. Son of a gun. Just snapped off. Yep, I think it dropped it, and I hook set right into a freaking log down there. Unreal. Second flag of the day. Still 0 fish. We're marking fish in the shack though. Well guys, I'm just dropping this minnow back down. I retied and everything, and the flag to the left of me just popped up. I haven't seen it spin. The action has been good, we just can't catch any fish. That's our 3rd flag. Ooh, it just spun. I'm gonna get this one down and then go over there. Alright, let's go check this flag out. Nothing there. All right, guys, those two tip-ups are back in, ready to go. We've been out here for 30 minutes, 3 flags, 0 fish, and we're marking fish in the shack. Sun's starting to poke out a little bit behind the clouds, but hopefully it stays cloudy. I feel like I have better luck fishing when it's cloudy. So we're gonna get back to jigging. Stay tuned. Well, guys, we just got back in the shack, about to drop my lure down, and I look out the window. We got another flag up. Freaking ridiculous. 4th flag of the day. Ooh, just turned a little. Turning more. Maybe this one will be our first fish. Unreal. Nothing. These fish, I tell ya, they're something else. Minnow's still there. If they're freaking biting, golly. Just can't hook one. Alright, guys, I saw some people fishing out here last weekend, and they're just in the middle of the lake, and I was wondering what they were fishing over, and I came over here, popped the hole, dropped the camera down, and there's a bunch of brush and rock in the middle of this lake and about 20 some feet of water. There's a bunch of panfish down there. Just dropped my jig down. I was marking fish. I mean, I saw the panfish down there with the underwater camera. So we're gonna try to catch one. Just had a plastic on, took it off, put a wax worm on. Haven't caught a fish yet. I've been out here probably for 2 hours now, and freaking tip-ups died down. Had four flags in like 30 minutes, and not a single one after. So I got those 2 tip-ups still in, so I might pull those if we catch some fish here. I mean, I think I'm just gonna move out here, to be honest, because I mean, there's panfish or structure, there's gonna be game fish, but we'll see if we can catch one first here. Looks like there's a handful of fish down there, just suspended right over the brush and rock. All right, guys, it's the 5th flag. I was just out in the middle jigging, and I decided I was gonna come back over here, pick up my stuff, and we'll set up over there. Just about to start taking down the shack, and this flag popped, and not even spinning. Wow, we actually have a fish. We can sat and watched it for a while, and it's a bass. First fish of the day after like 2 hours out here. That fish literally just probably was just sitting with it down there. I mean, I didn't see it turn once. Probably nice 16-inch largemouth, first fish of the day. No luck jigging over that fish crib. I was marking fish, but nothing. 5th flag, and we finally got a fish that freaking committed. And it's a nice bass, so we're gonna go out in the middle, try over there. You know, it's been pretty slow over here, so we're gonna try a different spot in this lake. There's a lot of structure over there, and there's actually panfish, so maybe we'll catch a couple walleye in the evening. Stay tuned. First fish, hopefully there's plenty more. There he goes. All right, guys, a little update. Probably almost noon here, and it's bluebird skies, as you can see in the background. Sun's out. We got moved over, got 1 tip up in. There's a crap ton of rock down here, a couple boulders. That first hole I drilled and I was jigging in, there's some brush down there too. And just popped my 2nd hole for my 2nd tip up, and a bunch of bait fish down there, a bunch of small bluegill. So it looks like a good smallmouth spot, and hopefully tonight we can get on a couple walleye as well. But just a lot of forage down there compared to that other spot. I mean, the other spot we've been fishing, it's been a decent spot to us. We caught some pretty big fish, but there's no other bait fish, it seems like, over there. I mean, I'm sure there is, but we just couldn't see them. But I mean, over here I've only drilled 3-4 holes, and we're seeing a bunch more fish. So hopefully we get on them. Stay tuned. We're gonna probably set up the shack and jigging it and try to catch some panfish or something, and then hopefully the tip-ups start producing. So stay tuned. All right, guys, we are Just got set up. We are in 21 feet of water. And there's a bunch of rock, and looks like there's a big brush pile down there. And dropped the underwater camera down there, and there's a crap ton of bluegill, panfish, sunfish. There's a lot. I don't know how big they are, it's hard to say on the underwater camera, but there's a crap ton down there. So hopefully we start pulling them up. I don't see why we wouldn't. Bunch of fish down there. Bunch of them. There we go. First fish jigging. What do we got? Little bluegill. Hopefully there's some bigger ones than that. That's a good fish. Whatever this thing's massive. What do we got here? Oh! There's a rock bass. Oh, we almost got him too. That's a good fish. Stay on. Nice bluegill. That's what we're after. Look at that fish. Nice bluegill. That one's gonna be going in the pail. We are on to something. Was out here last weekend and there was a shack 2 days in a row out in this general area. And first hole I popped, I figured what they were set up on. There's a bunch of rock and a bunch of brush down there. And there's a lot of fish. Hopefully we get a couple more nice ones like that. I lost a nice rock bass, and I definitely would have kept that. I have no problem eating rock bass, and a lot of my friends know that. That's another good one. That one's a borderline. Long. We'll throw him back. There we go. Same size as that last one. This one's a touch smaller. On just a little red hair jig. Oh, that thing hit hard. Oh, felt really small at first, but now it's feeling pretty big. I don't know. I'll let that guy go. If we get a couple more bigger ones, I might start keeping them like that. That's a good one. Never mind. Thing freaking clobbered it though. Ooh. Non-stop now. Freaking every drop down there, instantly hooking up. Need those bigger ones though. Tip-ups are not producing at all, which is surprising. You think you'd get a flag with all these panfish around. That's a good one. freaking long. Long and narrow. This feels like a good one. Not a good one. This almost looks like a hybrid. Oh, it's a good one. Never mind. Got a freaking dollar for every time I said this is a good one. They freaking fight hard down there. That's a warmouth. They are warmouth here. Little guy. Freaking little dinky warmouth. Alright guys, so I've just been popping around holes and dropping the underwater camera down there, just trying to see how far this rock goes out. Kind of just making a circle out in the shack, and it goes out, I don't know, 30 yards or so. And I just pop this hole, drop the camera down, and there's a sunken brush, some brush down there with the rock bass right on it. And the rock bass are right tied up to it, so I'm gonna drop this jig down there and see if I can catch one of those rock bass. I saw two, I think. They were like right next to the camera. Looks like someone, I don't know if it was a DNR or just someone on the lake, but there's cinder blocks down there, so it looks like they tied these cinder blocks to a tree and dropped them down there. That's kind of what I'm sitting over in the shack as well. Oh yeah, we're marking a fish now. Come on, eat it. He's gonna eat it. Okay guys, it's been a while since I've done an update. Very slow day today. Originally started off in our same spot we were fishing last weekend. Had 5 flags, 1 bass as I was beginning to pick up that I caught. And then we moved out in the middle here. A lot of rock out here. We're in 23 feet of water out here. And then there's some brush down here as well that's man-made, or that it was sunken down here with cinder blocks. It's almost 5 o'clock right now. We just put out 3 tip-ups with lights on for walleye. Basically just a whole rock flat, and I put one in some rocks, and then I put some right on the edge where it transitions from this rock hump to sand flats. So we're gonna stay out here probably a couple hours past dark, and hopefully something happens. Caught a decent amount of bluegill in the shack, just really no size. Couple warmouth. Saw some rock bass with the underwater camera. I think I almost had a rock bass, and it came off right at the hole. Ended up catching 1 keeper bluegill. Probably should have kept a couple of the more marginal ones. I was debating whether or not to keep, but I just decided to throw them back since I figured I'd catch a few more, because we were on them pretty thick in the beginning. But I don't know, it turned out to be a nice day out here. It's kind of windy after lunch, but it's died down now. Overall cold day. I think I was only supposed to get up to like 10 degrees today, so it's pretty cold out right now. We're gonna go warm up in the shack, and hopefully some flags start popping here. Stay tuned. All right, guys, we're back to the cabin. Let's just say there was literally no bite out there. Tip up wise, where we were jigging all day. Not a single flag. I had 2 flags out the whole day while we were jigging and catching those bluegill, and nothing, which just doesn't make sense to me why there wouldn't be any predator fish when you got all those panfish around and smaller bait fish. But fished the whole day out there. Caught 1 bass and a bunch of bluegill. Just the size wasn't there for those bluegill. Caught quite a few, but I kept 1. So hopefully tomorrow we're gonna be going to a different lake. I'm kind of in the backwoods. Hopefully, I'm gonna just have to walk in, take the truck, park on the side of the road, and walk in, and hopefully that pays off for some panfish and maybe some bass. But anyways, thanks for watching this video, and hopefully we get on some more fish soon.